sports. It's in the game.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. And they'll enjoy excellent field position at the 40 as the opening kick heads out of bounds. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Chased out to his right. Going deep right away. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
The give here on second. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense up to the line fast. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. He's on the move. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 2nd down. Tossing right to the short side. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Prescott now on 3rd down. On the move, headed right. Oh, he's gonna run for it.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And that one drawn up to perfection. They're going to down this one at the 5. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Yeah! Here's the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
They give it to him again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here.
Hey, Kill!
1st down, and they go right back to him. He's got a gain of 6 there. Kevin Byard there to bring him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Play action, Prescott. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. At the 20. There it is, touchdown Dallas! The Cowboys stretch their early lead to 9. So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Our score reads 9-0. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Tyler Scott now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Johnson. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Running behind center with Swift. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Brought down by Deron Bland. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Swift gets it on the option. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. It was Osa Udigizua in on the tackle. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Bears in need of some points before the break. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Williams set to pass. The screen pass falls incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's into the hands of Moore. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears make it a 1-score game before halftime. DJ Moore, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And he makes the catch in the end zone, and that 2-point try trims the deficit to 1.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
Things trim back down to a single-point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
1st and 10, Prescott. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they make the tackle at the 38. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing on 1st is Prescott. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. He'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And they make the stop as that player reaches the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Getting out to his left. He's on the move. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Dak. Rolling out to his left. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You could just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Scott now to return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. We're looking to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Scott now to return. And look at this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for 3rd down. Working from the gun, Williams. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
I think in a situation like that, 3rd and inches, defense is certainly thinking stop the run first. But that's well done defensively. Not a problem for them to adapt and get into the right coverage and now force a critical 4th down.
And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Able to get it to Moore. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Swift. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, it's going to be Swift. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bears cut into the lead coming out of halftime. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So once again, the Bears trying for 2.
Let's go.
Moore going to motion over right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys can only get the return up towards the 10 before they're taken down. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Turpin with a return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Working quickly here. Going to the ground again on 1st. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Back to the well again. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Offense up to the line fast. Back-to-back carries here. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. 3 quarters in the books from this one. The Cowboys have it with a lead, but the win's not secure just yet.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run the counter. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
We've got a screen to the running back. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Hey, 47.
Back to throw it. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen on one of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd. He'll throw it. Moore's got it. He gets loose down the right side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Swift. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears have taken the lead late. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. Would have felt more comfortable, obviously, with a 7-point lead, but they have to settle for 5. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Finds a man right side. And he'll get it up to the 44.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He'll look to throw it. Lamb's got it on the sideline. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Setting up to pass. Buys time, rolling right. Oh no, the ball is loose. Disaster averted, thank goodness. He covers it up himself, but time's still running off here. They gotta go. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bails out of the... And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Connects on the crosser. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Here go 46. 26.
To throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Facing a 4th and 12, but this offense is undeterred. Here he is to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. The Bears decide to call their 1st timeout. 1 play in, and already they're close to midfield. 1st down, here's Swift. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. And the whistles go off, so we got a timeout, 9 seconds left in the game.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be 3rd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And now a 4th down, staring right at him. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So the Bears take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Bears winners as we say so long from Dallas.